Hi dear learners, welcome back with another videos and welcome back with another David family member. Dear learners, how are you all? I hope you all are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also well by the mercy of Allah. Dear learners, you know that my previous classes and my previous videos I was discussing about David family members. Dear learners, my previous videos I discussed 6 kinds of David's family members and 6 David's family members I discussed my previous classes. Dear learners, today I will discuss another David's family members which is very important for conversation and which is very important for talking each other and which very important for greeting and which very important for us. So dear learners, pay attention my class and I think you will be benefited from my class if you learn attentively. So look on the board, whiteboard, much, how. Today I will learn how. Dear learners, today we will learn how can we use how. Very interesting. How can we use how? Okay, dear learners, follow. How? How its manner and method of doing something. Dear learners, it's discussed about manner and method of doing something and how we use for greeting. Dear learners, when we conversation each other and when we meet each other, then we greeting each other use how. Just as we say, how are you? How do you do? How do you feel now? Okay, then we use how. Dear learners, the next, how much? How much? How much? It's discussed about price. It's an uncountable noun. Uncountable. When we discuss, when we want to know the price of something, then we can use how much. Then we can use how much. The next, how many? The next, how many? How many is quantity, but countable. Quantity, when we discuss about quantity, then we can use how many. Then we can use how many. The next, how long? How long? Dear learners, how long? When we discuss about duration, when we discuss about distance or durations, then we can use the how long. When we discuss about the duration, we can use how long. The next, how far? How far? Dear learners, when we discuss about the distance from one place to other place or another place, then we can use how far. How far? The next is how often. How often? Dear learners, when we discuss some matters frequently, then we can use how often. Okay, dear learners, I discuss about how much, how many, how long, how often, and how far, and how often. Okay, now we will learn how can we use these David words in a sentence. Okay, dear learners, stay with me and follow my class. Dear learners, I think you will be very benefited from my class and you learn more. Dear learners, I write 3 sentences here now, and I write 3 sentences here. I went to school by rickshaw. The underline by rickshaw. I pay 500 taka for the dress. Underline 500 taka. I bought 5 books. Underline 5. So, dear learners, now we learn how can we make a David's question with these sentences. Okay, dear learners, here we can see the underlined by dictio. Then we can use how. Then auxiliary verb. Dear learners, I think you follow my previous classes. There I discussed about a structure. How can we make the which questions? Okay, dear learners, how plus auxiliary verb went, did. Then subject I, you. Dear learners, now question. Here subject is first person, but here I use second person. Why? Okay, dear learners, very interesting. Remember it. When we asked first person, then it will change into second person. Okay, remember it. When we asked question first person, then it will change into second person. Okay, for these reasons the first person change into second person. Okay, how did you go to school? How did you go to school? The answer, I went to school by rickshaw. So underline by rickshaw, we make a WH questions discussing by rickshaw. So how did you go to school? The next, another, I pay 500 taka for the dress. Okay, dear learners, here underline 500 taka. Okay, how can we make a WH question? This sentence, okay, dear learners, how much? Because the 500 taka is price of a dress, okay? How much verb, principal verb, do, first person change into second person, you pay for the dress, question mark. Okay, dear learners, remember it. While you making WH question, you must the last part of the sentence use question mark. If you don't use question mark, it is not a question, it is not an interrogative sentence. Okay, dear learners, the next, how many is discussed about quantity. I bought 5 books. So underline 5. How many books both did. First person change into second person. You. How many books did you buy? Question mark. How many books did you buy? I bought 5 books. Okay, dear learners, when we use how can we use how can we use how much, when we use how many. Okay, dear learners, these 3 sentences we make a WH question with how much and how many. Okay, dear learners, pay attention, another sentence. Okay, dear learners, I write another 3 sentences on the board. Okay, look very carefully and look very attentively. I took 2 hours to finish my work. I took 2 hours to finish my work. How can we use and how can we make with this sentence a WH question? How long? 2 hours. For these reasons we use how long. and took, did. Auxiliary verb did. First person change into second person, you. How long did you took, or what took will be take. Take to finish. Finish. First person my, first person change into second person's your work. Question mark. Okay. I took 2 hours to finish my work. We make this sentence WH question because underline 2 hours. For these reasons we use how long. How long did auxiliary verb you, first person subject change into second person's take, to take, present form take, to finish first person my, second change into second person you, work. How long did you take to finish your work? Okay, dear learners, another sentence. My school is 5 kilometers from my house, my home. My school is 5 kilometers from my home. Okay, underline is 5 kilometers. So how can we make this sentence a WH question? 5 kilometers. For this reason we use how far. How far. How far. Then how far auxiliary verb is. How far is. Then my school, my first person change into second person. First person change into second person. Your school. School. How far is your school from your home? First person change into second person. Your home. Question mark. Okay, dear learners, my school is 5 kilometers from my home. Okay, how can we make it WH question? The underline is 5 kilometers. Its distance. For this reason we use how far. So how far auxiliary verb is my, first person change into second person. My school from your school from your home. Okay, dear learners. The next WH word, how far. I drink milk 5 times a day. I drink milk 5 times a day. Okay, 5 times. For these reasons, the underline 5 times. For these reasons, we use WH word how far. How often. How often. We use WH word how often. How often. Verb, principal verb. For this reason we use do. First person change into second person you. Then how often do you drink? First principal verb. drink, drink milk, milk in a day. In a day. Question mark. Okay, dear learners, I drink milk 5 times in a day. How can we make it WH question? How often do you drink milk in a day? In a day. Okay, dear learners, thank you very much. Stay with me. This long time you're patient, and I am also very happy. Dear learners, I already discussed about the WH family, the 7 members of WH family of grammar, and how can we use these WH members and this WH word for making questions. Dear learners, when we greeting each other, when we conversation each other, then this WH word and this WH family members is very important for us. if we make a question mark, then we can want to know something from other people. For these reasons, it's very important for us to making questions, and most of the time our English first paper we have to answer 5 questions from answer sheet, and these questions make into this WH word, and if we make this WH word and then we answer clear from the questions. Okay, dear learners, thank you very much for staying with me, and that's all for today. I hope you will better for this class. Thank you very much.